Let's jump right into it, man. On one side, he inspires millions with his words, wisdom, and urging people on chasing their dream relentlessly. On the other side, his name has been entangled in the most crazy allegations and disturbing stories. Today, we're breaking down the duality of Sean Combs, Diddy. On the one hand, he's the most influential figures out there in entertainment, and on the other hand, you have the crazy allegations. But before we start, let's warm up, Diddy style.
Wait a minute.
Okay?
Wait a minute.
And watch my head and my body. It's gonna be all like one motion. This is how you move on. You move on like this. To the right, to the left, to the back, move forward.
Don't be too
To the
zesty.
right,
Don't move too
to
zesty
the
when you're
left,
doing this.
to the back, to the back. Yeah, get in your bag,
Get
stay in
in,
your bag.
hey, get in your bag, stay in the bag.
Get in your bag, stay in your bag. Get in your bag,
Stay in your bag.
Like that.
This is the Diddy move. This is the Diddy move when he
What
gets
is he
out.
saying? Is he saying bag or back? Is he saying
Yo.
before I continue
Yo.
before I continue dancing, I just want to know. Is he saying stay in your bag? Is what he saying, or is he saying stay in your back? Because if that's the case, I don't condone the
Yo,
dance.
I don't want to get beat up by the Diddy sons, man. Come on, man. You don't want to get run up by the baby or bandits, man. Come on, RJ.
Yeah. Hey man. Hey. Guys, before we proceed, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification icon. And remember, the best comments will be mentioned in the future shows. So if you have a hot take, do not hesitate to let us know. We've been covering a couple of Diddy shows already, KR. And what's interesting is, because of course we're pending the lawsuit, and there are a lot of things have transpired already. But
Yep.
because we are covering the Diddy story, and we've already have gotten the usual suspects out of the way, right? The usual content. We can also approach the story from other angles, different angles that
Yes.
I believe other platforms do not highlight. Now,
Yeah.
is it a highlight or is it a low light? I don't know. We'll
Let
leave
us
it
know
up
in the
to you.
comments.
We'll leave it up to you to tell us. But yeah, and today we're gonna talk about Diddy's duality, his
Yeah.
schizophrenia, if you will.
Yeah, because Diddy's motivational content is hard to ignore, RJ. He's often been preaching, and before all these allegations, people were praising him for his hustle culture, perseverance, and also believing. He just talks about believing in yourself. I mean, one of the most famous lines is "Can't stop, won't stop." Now it's getting taken out of context, but that
Diddy,
has been
stop, can't stop,
can't
won't
stop. But that has become his mantra for his fans and entrepreneurs alike. So it's not like the his words brought energy. That's one thing you cannot deny. It's also his charisma. But yeah, it's two things, and we're gonna dive a bit deeper into everything today. Let's start with. Let's continue. We've warmed up, so this is how we. Once you warm up, this is how you do it in actuality. After the training, you should be doing this smoothly. That's how you gotta. Back in the days, this would be like the dance for scoring wide receivers or running backs once they enter the end zone. I don't think anyone's gonna do the Diddy dance anymore
No, not anymore.
these
No,
days.
no. And
Before you get
yeah. Thank God I started talking. So what's interesting is, KR, we're talking about motivation, and that can sound weird to certain people because, of course, he's being
accused of
crucified
the
right
high
now, and
yeah.
for obvious reasons, right? So and we some people are saying no, maybe he's ultra freaky, but being freaky is not necessarily, doing something illegal.
Yes.
Other people are saying that there are illegal things. Some people are alleging minors, so it can be a minors. I mean, it can be very weird, right? So, but nonetheless, um, if you look at history, usually we talk about people and we talk about what we know them for. So we know them for good or for bad. But
Yep.
a good leader might have been a very bad father, for example, or a very bad husband. A good
Are
woman,
you
a
are,
good
are you
mother.
are you alleging? Are you alleging? What's the name again? And MLK. Simone.
Coretta,
Simone.
Coretta.
Simone. What's the name? Simone.
Oh, B Simone, B Simone.
Be Simone. And a remark
Yeah,
about
I
MLK.
mean,
Yeah.
B Simone said MLK wasn't ish because
Because he did all the things he did. He was cheating on his wife.
yeah,
So I
while
guess he shouldn't be cheating on his wife and then
yeah,
let everyone. Anyway, that's
yeah,
not.
but
No,
that's
no, no.
because we glorify people, right? We either
Yes, that's the problem.
glorify them or we villainize them. But what can we learn from them? And Diddy was asked to be on different panels. I think one of the last panels he was on, I don't know if we're going to cover that as well, was the Earn Your Leisure panel. Hey, he gets asked, he got invited to a lot of shows and a lot of podcasts because people saw him as, a black excellence, a mogul in the music industry and the fashion industry. And so he got interviewed. So he had inspirational moments.
Yep.
I don't think he has them now, but anyway,
Yeah, let's
he used.
jump right into it, man.
Lock in on your dream. Lock in. That means turn up the Twitter, get off the phone, stop gossiping, get off the corner, put the blunt down. Lock in. Lock in. You feel me? That means, yo, you want to go? No, I can't. I gotta stay here. I gotta lock in. No, I'm going to the library this Saturday. I gotta do some research on this business I want to start. I want to know what it's going to really take for me to achieve that. Lock in on your dream. Lock in.
How to deny? He's right.
Yeah, he's right. You got to lock in.
Gotta lock in. If you want to go forward, you gotta lock in.
Yeah.
I am the fucking hardest hustler in the world. This is Savage Part 2. Don't tell me about shit. It's 2022 and I'm still a savage. Whatever I want, I get. Whatever I want, I fucking get. I am the fucking hardest hustler in the world. This is Savage Part 2. Don't tell me about shit. It's 2022 and I'm still a savage. Whatever I want, I get. Whatever I want, I fucking get.
By the way, let me zoom in at this comment right here.
Let me see what it says. Let me read it. It says, are you talking about Malware Mac?
Yes.
Hardest hustler times or no?
No,
Hardest
it's not
hustler,
times.
no.
No.
Hard while hustling, yes.
Yo, this is the crazy part. This is the crazy part of this right now, man. No one takes him this is the sad part, right? You've put like a great you've all your life, or at least majority of your life, you've put out great content out there so people get motivated, and now people don't take you seriously by any means. That's crazy. Another one that's also well known. Oh, I installed.
If so, bump somebody. All right, thanks. I love you, man. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Yes! What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down. I'm not gonna stay fucking lying down. I'm not. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? I can do it. I can do anything.
There you have it. Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't
The
stop.
funny thing is,
Won't stop.
if I go back, you can see this guy right here. It's like he doesn't even want to look at him in the eyes. But hey,
He's avoiding eye contact, but
he's
it's not clear to me whether he's asking him, what else can't you do? Because maybe, and I don't know the context, but maybe he asked him to do something. He said it's not possible, and he did it. Did he? Did he?
yeah,
He did.
yeah, maybe. Did he do it? He did. The next one.
Do you know how powerful you are? Today is not my day. Today does not belong to anyone on this stage. Today is your day. Today is about the power of you. You will change the world. Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
I said I'm getting mixed signals because when I listen to the words, it sounds like inspiration.
Yeah.
But then when I look at the videos, it's like
Yes. Yes.
the Cassie incident. I saw Mace dancing there. Shout out to Mace.
Shout out to Mace. Yeah.
But you can see in his eyes, if you just play the video on mute, his eyes are, it's like on that Betty White.
He's on something. He's on something. Maybe we should use this as the as the thumbnail.
I'm good.
You cannot achieve success without failure. Some of my biggest successes come from some of my biggest failures. I found myself sitting alone in my bedroom and asking myself the question that sometimes we all ask each other: what are you going to do now? So I had two choices. Either I was going to sit in that failure, or I was going to make a decision to step out of the darkness. You see, when you're in that darkness, you want to sit there and wait for the light to come. The only way out is to step forward, to face your fears, to become your own light.
Sometimes I have the feeling that he's talking about himself majority of the time. And the context is kind of duo as well. You can look at it as the darkness, as in you have your down and out, losing, or the darkness which he already talked about in previous shows we've discussed. The darkness where he had, the dark time he went through when around the time with Cassie, that resulted in that video that we saw. Mute.
It can also be his personality. The one might be called light, the other might be called darkness. So maybe it's just his schizophrenia kicking in, and light is talking about the dark keeping him in or something. Like a Bruce Banner Hulk relationship, if you will.
The Two-Face in Batman.
Yeah. Maybe. What's the name again?
Will change the world. I want you to take the craziest dream you ever had. I want you to make it a reality. I don't want you to dream, I want you to do. Will change the world. I want
It's from the same
The same one. Yeah. So
speech, right?
it's from the same speech indeed. Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's the same idea, right? You can do it, push forward, or sometimes you do this.
Let's go. We're going straight to the top, baby. Let's go as a constant reminder. Let's go. Boom. Living in the present. Sometimes, you're daydreaming. Sometimes, Uncle Diddy got to hit you with let's go to make sure that you pursuing your dream, that you staying focused. Let's go. Let's keep going forward. I don't go backwards. I don't go to the side. I go forward. Let's go. Okay? Let's go means let's be positive. Let's take it up another notch. Let's go. Let's make these hits. Let's go. Let's go spend time with our kids. Let's go. Let's give thanks to God. Let's go. You know, let's turn it up. Let's get in the vocal booth. Let's stop procrastinating. Let's go. You know, let's understand what it's going to take to achieve that dream. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. A lot of
Let's
people
go.
don't understand what it requires to go forward in life. They rather sit there and hope they get chosen, hope that they will get lucky. I think that's what he's trying to say. You got to push forward. Again, he's been dropping this stuff for a long while. I think this is one of the ones. The next one, you want to say something about this one?
I do. You saying let's go again? I to be honest, that clip, the last clip you played, seems more genuine to me
Than the other ones, yeah.
than the other one, the alma mater one, where he was talking, giving a speech.
Yeah.
Because it's more from the heart. Whereas the feeling I got listening to the other one, the fragments you show of the graduation speech, there it seems like it was, he said what people had to say, what you're supposed to say in a way that you're supposed to say it. But at the end of the day, as you said, making advancements in life requires you to just go. You can think, you can strategize, but execution is key.
Yep.
The road to the bag is definitely tied to your team and the company that you keep. If you are surrounding yourself with different energies that's not on the same wavelength as you, if they not praying for you, inspiring you, supporting you, or showing you a better way, remove them immediately. The road to the bag is definitely tied to your team and the company that you keep. If you are surrounding yourself with different energies that's not on the same wavelength as you, if they not praying for you, inspiring you, supporting you, or showing you a better way, remove them immediately.
Mute.
I said truer words were never spoken. I need to do it for the reverb, but truer words were never spoken.
No problem. Last one for today. The jiggy.
This is the last
too
one,
jiggy.
and then we will
And
really
then
start.
we're gonna go. Then we're gonna go to the creepy part. Then we're gonna go to the creepy part.
Yeah.
Let's close it out with two jiggy ninjas.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. And I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Dad for
Puff Dad.
doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this. But this is part of what is important about giving back.
We applaud you, and I want to apologize for not sweating, but I do this so much. I'm so cool. I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool, and I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We
T-shirt. I tell you, if he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes he's designing, he'd be sweating just like me.
Yeah,
I appreciate y'all. Thank you. And I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Dad for doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this. But this is part of what is important about giving back.
We applaud you, and I want to apologize for not sweating, but I do this so much. I'm so cool. I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool, and I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We t-shirt.
I tell you, if he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes he's designing, he'd be sweating just like me.
You can take everything out of context and start saying wild stuff. But
I'll
RJ,
say this. This is why Obama got elected
back in the days, yeah.
back in the
Part
days.
of
'Cause
that
he
campaign.
Was he was
The
a
vote
cool
or
cat.
get deleted.
He was smooth, and he was talking sense. What a way to go! I mean, KR. If we go back to the previous video, we thought you showed about Diddy, right? Or one of the previous videos. I don't recall if it's like the one right before this one. But Diddy said something about having like a good team, a strong team. And if there are people or if there are downers around you, then you should just drop them. I think Obama should consider that advice now. Because no matter which color you are, it's not the same party as it used to be, as it was 16 years ago. It's not.
No.
So, but hey,
different. Maybe it's the same. It's evolved or devolved.
devolution.
The devolution of the hey, it is what it is, man. Times change, people change. Sometimes you have to change too. But a lot of people get stuck in the mindset. I think a lot of times, again, today's show is about duality. So we're gonna cover the crazy part as well, Diddy. But you cannot deny the inspirational part he has had in the past. Now we're going to the present, RJ.
Yeah, let me just say this though, before we go to the present. Did you say present or prison? In any case,
It's the same thing. You write it the same way when it comes to Diddy.
but this is what I want to talk about the motivation, right? Before we go to the other side, the dark side, there are people who can speak power, but in a day-to-day, you don't grow with them. So there are people who know a lot of things, who can give you a lot of knowledge, but as long as you're working with that person, you're not gonna grow. And so I do think that on the one hand, you might think, oh, you should do it, go chase your dreams. But on the other hand, if you're actually working with him, a lot of people who worked with him didn't get paid. At least not as well as other people at other labels pay their artists. A lot of people actually their careers went to Ish. So he might be able to speak it, but does he also embody it? Anyways, that's what I
a
wanted to
good
say
question.
before.
Guys, let us know what you think. We want to hear from you. Do you agree with RJ, what he just said? Let us know in the comments. Is Diddy a motivational speaker? Was he a motivational speaker? Do you think that he had some great speeches, some great moments? Again, you have to be able to separate the two because, hey, everyone has a dark side, and we are clearly seeing his dark side now. And that's something we're going to cover next, the crazy part. But right now, drop your comments on this part of the video. Let us know in the comments what you think, and we'll be picking the best comment to feature in one of our future videos. So make sure you share your hottest take, RJ.
Yes, make sure you share the hottest take Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos here on the Double Thought Show. We strive to extract common lessons from commonplace situations. Sometimes we freestyle, but other times, or at least most of the times, we don't. If you're like us, if you like this content, do support, and also, again, remember to comment and let us know your thoughts and opinions. The hottest take or comment will get mentioned in a future show.
Yes, yes, yes. And sometimes
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
we body people. Just surrender. Just surrender. Don't start no wars. But if we need to bury people, we will. Bury bonds, of course, not bury as in the other one.
Thank you
Anyway,
for that clarification, because I was ready to go, man.
bury bonds. You
Yeah.
get you out of here.
I was ready
You
to
might get
paint.
some records.
I was ready to. I thought you were saying, let's paint the walls.
Jean-Michel Basquiat style, like kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, let's go. Let's flip the script. For all the motivational or the motivations that he brings, he also has another side. Over the years, he has faced accusations that paint a troubling picture. Some of these stories describe him as a controlling, manipulative, both personally and professionally. We've seen that in the videos throughout the years with him and his female counterparts. I think last year we saw the situation of him, well, mollywopping Cassie, or as some people say, Cassidy. Have you seen that, RJ? How many people say Cassidy?
No,
I don't
I didn't.
understand. Her name is Cassie, and they call her Cassidy.
What did you say that
Cassidy is
Diddy
a
did?
rapper.
Why did you say that?
Mollywop.
Mollywop?
Mollywop. Yeah.
I thought you
You
called.
can,
I thought you called that horse collaring.
well, you can call it kicking the punt as well, but hey, we're not gonna be too descriptive about that
Yeah,
situation.
let's stop. Let's stop. Last time we made too much jokes. A lady said we shouldn't
We were
make
getting
jokes.
paid. RJ, hey, RJ, this is crazy, right? We are that influential that Diddy thinks, hey man, let me kick some money to the Double Touch Show so they can talk well of me, so they can influence the people out
Yeah,
there.
so they can they can influence the 950 followers.
The,
9,000.
the
Not,
nation.
we don't even have a
We are
thousand.
so big, RJ. We are so big. We are influential. We are we're moving the culture.
Yeah.
Maybe we are that good. People are foreseeing where we are heading.
Some people are saying we're moving the culture off the edge as well.
Well, it's already on the edge, so we're trying to pull it back. But hey, these recent allegations with creepy, dark videos surfacing online and the claims of behavior that's hard to reconcile with his motivational image. Let's start.
Kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to. Okay? So, let's just start to get our groove on a little bit. In an hour, we put the kids away. It's all good. Hey, DJ, let's hit it. Let's do it. Come on. Okay, now. Kids have like.
Let's start. Mute.
Wouldn't say that's it's cringe now that we know who he is, I don't know if standing there you would get the joke that he was making, but it's now it's cringe worthy. It's very cringe worthy actually. But at least he was telling them to go.
Send the kids home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he knows what's happening next.
Hey, KR. It's like when supermarkets put at the entrance of the premise, parking at your own risk. So it's better if you
Hey,
go.
man.
It's better if you go.
Be wary of the situation. So I wanted to start it light. You don't want to jump right into it in the middle of it. But we're next gear. We know this kid when it happened. But if you look back right now at all these things that happened, and that person right now, in the current state of mind he's in, you got to ask yourself what happened. What really happened during that time? We'll never know. Only two people know, or the people that are involved. Diddy knows, and this person knows, and other people around know. We will never know, probably. Fair use.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come in LA. Yeah, this will be yours. So every time you come in LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, go get the front shot of this.
Man.
Minute.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down and you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right. 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Slow down. Let's slow down, Josh.
Okay.
Let's slow down.
One
Okay.
step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed the
Mute. You want to
I
say
said-
something?
Yeah, I said, I said. Well, I didn't, but now that I have the mic, everything sounds weird now. So
It's crazy. Everything sounds weird now in retrospect.
yeah, but here, to be honest, by Justin's, because there are a lot of allegations, right? But I still see an innocence in Justin. He still has the innocence with him, so he's still like happy, no tattoos, you know.
Yes, but this is his first 48 hours with Diddy.
20,
Don't forget
24,
that.
24, 24.
He's at 48, I think, right?
24. 48 is something else, I think.
Let me go back. Let me go back. Let's see if he's saying 24 or 48 hours. Fair use.
Wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
What did you dream about when you were 15, RJ?
First
Were
and
you
foremost,
dreaming about Pamela Anderson's melons on your forehead?
I was I was definitely staying up to date with the Baywatch episodes. But at 15, well, I was just it was just school, basketball, friends. But I wasn't a superstar, right? So I didn't have
That access.
that access. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can only imagine he's saying a 15-year-old's dream. So you go to a bar, hang out, people
No,
start seeing Diddy,
as a
they
15
start
year old,
coming
you
up.
don't go. As a 15-year-old, you don't go to a bar. So I don't think that's it.
I'm not saying the bar with drinking. Well, you can drink something. It's milk. You get the reference?
I get it. Yeah. But um, let me say this.
Not saying that it happened. I'm just saying it could happen.
I don't. Here at least it seems like it's
Natural milk.
here
There was
at
also
least
continue.
here it seems as though it's still pretty.
Yeah,
Like I
it's
said,
very early.
Justin is pretty innocent still. I don't know what happened after the 48 hours. But it's
But
still
we have a reaction after the 48 hours. I have that also lined up.
okay.
But let's finish this up and then we're gonna go to after the 48 hours. What
Okay.
happened?
You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to
Custody.
Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking
What
this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you
what
Yeah, I
did he
heard
say?
that too.
What did he say? We're gonna
I
go what
hope, I
crazy?
hope, I hope, I hope that was what I think he said. But I heard that as well.
Wait,
This
that
is this is
can
getting dark.
wait.
Let me
Before
go
you
back.
play,
Let me go back.
before you play
Yo,
it, I need
this is
to.
crazy. I didn't.
Wait.
By the way, I didn't watch this video before. I just lined them up
Okay.
perfectly.
Okay, but
of
let's.
Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Yeah, you said
I'm
it.
going crazy.
You said it.
Can't.
You said it. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro. Ain't no way he said that. Ain't no way a man in his right
No.
mind said what he just said.
Wait. Uh, uh,
While you're looking, I'll continue playing. the
yeah.
video.
I'm just. I have to look
Crazy.
Yeah,
if
look
it's
it
like
up. Look it up.
saying or
Tonight.
something.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some
Ah!
girls.
Oh,
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about. Shit.
oh!
I
What did
wasn't
I
listening.
tell you?
I wasn't listening. I was looking at.
You were looking up.
By the way,
Okay,
I found the channel a reaction, so I just googled what he said.
mhm.
But full crazy, and the first, the first,
BUCK.
the first result was a YouTube channel
Reacting to this
titled
one.
"Did you really just say that?"
oh. Oh my god. I think he said buck fool. Or did he say butt fool? This is crazy. Let us know in the comments what he said, guys. Let's continue.
Full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about. Shit.
They're gonna go for some girls. Like I said, the milk bar. They're going to the milk bar.
Yeah, I know a
You know a book?
you can trust. You can even trust Urban Dictionary, man. Urban
Urban
Dictionary.
Dictionary is wild. You have to you need to scroll past the wild stuff to get to the
But
meat.
wait. This one is from
Pause.
this this one, Buckful Crazy, uploaded on April 15, 2024, and it says Buck, B-U-C-K,
Yeah.
a term used to describe the undisclosed activities that P. Diddy had with his male counterparts. Come on, man. You can't do that.
Yo, this is crazy. Yo. These guys are wilding out of Urban Dictionary, man. It is crazy. But
It's like
after that
crazy.
40
It's like bat-ish crazy, yeah.
or buckish crazy. Anyway, guys, after that 48 hours, it seems like you might have scared Justin. Because this is the video that they dropped after that. Fair use.
Everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
Remember?
Yeah. Everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
good.
out arenas and everything? Starting to
He's stumbling over his words. All nervous. Might have
Yeah,
seen
but that's
a
not
party.
right. That's not right after, right?
Well, that's not right after. A couple of years
I
after,
thought
maybe
you
a
said
year
you
after.
had it. I thought you said you had a
Oh no,
video of.
you do the 48 hours. You of course I'm not gonna anyway. There is no video out there. We are if someone is as nervous as he is, there's something that happened. You might have seen Diddy allegedly, maybe breastfeeding. I don't know.
You know that I know
Getting
a
breastfed.
father.
That's what I
I
mean.
know a father that went with his 18-year-old son to the milk bar
Mhm.
because he wanted his 18-year-old to experience what it is to be intimate, and so that wouldn't be a surprise anymore.
Mm.
It was his birth.
So the
It was
dad paid for the service. So his son doesn't have to pay for it.
Yes, it was in Europe.
Flat ass butts.
I don't know that.
How does Dr. Umar say? How do they call? He calls them.
A
Damn
long
it.
back.
No. He calls them Cinnabons.
Cinnabons.
Something like that. Snow bunny, Cinnabon. I don't know. Guys, let us know how Uma calls them. Uma is we really might have to cover a show for Uma memes because he has a bunch of. He's one of the best content creators out there. Don't give him money for anything else. Don't give him money for no school. But he's a very entertaining content creator.
You're
He's a
doing it
content creator.
incorrectly. So, KR, let me. You're doing it incorrectly. This is how you should do it. Don't give him money for no schools. Don't give Dr. Umar Johnson money for no schools. Whatever you do not give Dr. Umar money for no schools. They always repeat things 3 times, right?
Oh man. Yeah, this is crazy. Hey, let's go to the next one. This is Diddy years after with Justin. And people are saying, I don't know, I don't think that's true, but he was feeling if he had wires on him. I don't think that's true, but let me put the music out. You can see he's hanging out with him, talking with him, motivating him. Maybe just has forgiven him. I don't know. I don't know for what. But Justin is a bit messed up these days, man.
Yeah, but that's also like contact, right? I know this. I know a man. He's older. And I consider him to be a groomer. Let me explain. He is, when I met him, he was like 50 something and had a boyfriend of 40 years younger. No, 30 years younger. So he's 50 something. So 20 something. Yeah. Over 30 years. A boyfriend. But he always moved. So when he talks to people, he likes to touch them.
Cool.
It's like breaking barriers, right? So you start with the shoulders and then the chest. And so it's like a way of touching to break barriers. So that's why I say he's a groomer. I went to a corporate event once that he organized because he had a business. And I was there with a couple of colleagues of mine. We were standing. And around 9 o'clock, one said, okay, I'm going. The other one said, okay, if you're going, I'm going too. And I was there. It was my first time. So I said, oh, you guys are going? He said, yes, because this is the corporate part has passed. Now comes the party. The longer you stay,
Go.
the more
The more daily the party becomes.
yeah, the more alternative it becomes. But then not only alternative, but also, wild alternatives.
Wild. Yeah.
And
Because
so yeah,
there's
and
a thin
I
line
did
between everything.
realize indeed, because I've been to a couple of other corporate events, like anniversaries of the company and achievements. And it's always like at the beginning, and sometimes KR, it's people who you don't think, people who you always see in your day-to-days, they're all button up, corporate look, but as they drink and as after the
Party
formal part
proceeds.
with the band and when once the band starts playing or the DJ starts playing, then they start moving a certain way and you're like, oh, you too?
They're doing the,
They're doing the
but in a zesty way.
yeah, in the zesty way, yeah.
And they are not getting the bag. They're getting in the
But I'll,
bag.
and I'll tell you one thing though, and this I'm not saying this would sound controversial, but
They're gonna clip it.
hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Gay men have very good networks. Churches too, but usually churches they don't pay you. when,
You can
when,
continue. You can continue.
when, when uh, people out of you're gonna do it, right? You're gonna do it. When people and I think this should stop. I think we should stop doing this.
What?
Let me finish this and then you can come up. Uh, if you know each other through church and you call a brother or a sister through church because you know that person and that person is an attorney or that person is a has whatever job, doesn't matter what job, and you're calling to ask for a favor, that's not like you're just leeching off of each other, right? So Usually, and that's but so churches do have good networks. Oftentimes, it's just like negative net worth. Gay men, and I don't know if it. I don't think it's the same as with lesbian women, but gay men oftentimes they have very strong networks. So at those events, I would also see some powerful players just standing there. Some of them were married, KR. That doesn't stop the lifestyle. That was it.
Hey, you're right. You're right. I can disagree with you. You have a point. The daily activities continue.
Why wait, before we go there? Why did you leave when I start talking about networks?
No,
Networking.
no. I didn't leave when you start talking about networks. I left when you start talking about the church. Go back and see the timing.
Okay.
You started talking about networks. I was still sitting there. When you start
Yeah.
pulling in the church into it, I thought you were going a different route.
I'm just saying
I
empowering
thought you
should
were
be.
going to
We should.
say I thought you were going to say the Reverend is also on a Diddy party.
No, I wasn't. No,
I thought you
I
were
wasn't.
going a different. I was like, whoa, where are you going? I'm taking precaution before the church puts a hit on me, and I get
Yeah.
popped by a Chicago goon.
A
That's also
Chiracian.
linked Chiracian
A
goon. That's
Chiracian.
also linked to the church. You know.
Hey man, at this moment, from what I understand, the Chiracians are slowly but surely uniting forces to
And
to defend themselves against the Chicanans. Chicanians.
Chicanians. Oh man. Ain't no way.
Uh,
Ain't no way. Let's continue, man, with the Diddy parties. Shout out to Gene Deal and Art of Dialogue. This is what Gene Deal had to say about Diddy and Usher.
If you don't mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive, what happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that. And they may be doing some, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that. And then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas, man. I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened. So, and just to hear this,
Not saying that something happened. Maybe he gave him some Indian food. Who knows?
some spices. So if that's true, that's crazy.
That is crazy. One thing we know that Gene Deal is not someone who throws out of nowhere something out there. But that's crazy.
Does it might explain Usher's tendency to be over sexual with his shows.
Yeah. Yeah. Should I finish this video or go to the next one?
I don't know how much time we have, so
We have some time left. We have a couple of videos left. Let's finalize this and go to the next one.
and this new thing where they saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that, man, that shit is crazy. And like I just said, that's just something that I heard.
Crazy, man. Let's hope not. It's some things we'll never know. But thinking about that, and then you They call it, I think Usher called it the Diddy Flavor Camp. And that's where he sent Justin to as well. Let's hope not.
If it is true that, what I'm gonna say right now is purely hypothetical because no one knows what really happened. At least we don't. If it's true that Usher went through that trauma by the hands of Diddy, what does it say if it is also true that he let Justin go to Diddy?
Yep.
As a 15-year-old, first to go hang out with him in New York and then maybe even the flavor camp afterwards.
Yeah, it's crazy if you think about it, right? It's crazy. That would make him an accomplice. Fair use. This is Wendy Williams interviewing Diddy. And look at her response when something is said by Diddy.
As the mother of a now 16-year-old.
Who I met backstage,
He did?
He's a great young man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You represent a lot. As the mother of a now 16-year-old.
Who I met backstage,
He did?
He's a great young man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You represent a lot.
Wendy is the one who's been saying some stuff about a lot of rappers back in the days. She knew the scoops. Sometimes she didn't share everything. So, hey, man, crazy.
So are you saying that she was stuttering because she didn't want it to happen?
Oh shit. She didn't want them to meet the kid.
Yeah.
Know who he is.
Yeah.
Didn't he try to fire her, get her fired? Do you remember that allegation?
Was it Diddy? Or was I remember that story. I know Diddy tried, but I don't know. I thought it was someone else.
Yeah, I think it was Diddy who was trying to get her fired when she was on the radio for talking crazy. So maybe this happened before that. Who knows? But let's go to Diddy in other situations. And this is the wildest one yet. Fair use.
And the best villain is the Bay Chase for Ray.
I totally know what I do, and playing Tomorrow was definitely one of the best characters, or should I say the creepiest. So this whole movie has been a great experience for me, and I just want to thank everybody. I just want to thank everybody involved with this movie, and especially director Gore Verbinski. And also I want to thank my mom and grandma and God, without whom I wouldn't be here. So, I just want to say,
You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer. Thanks, MTV Rock! What is the MTV Rock?
Coming to the after party tomorrow. Yeah! Coming to the after party tomorrow. Yeah! Still to come.
mute.
That's crazy.
That's how you run up on
And it's not
girls.
what he said, but how he
It's
said it.
how. Yeah.
Now I
Again.
understand what winning and losing is.
Come to the after party tomorrow. Yeah. Come to the after party tomorrow.
Yo, that's crazy.
People will run up back in the days to girls like this, their age. This man is walking up to a 15-year-old asking this that way.
KR, do you think because now our minds, two things, we're older now as well, you and I, but
Yeah.
I think we're also living in a time where people we think immediately of the worst things, right? So
Yeah.
it's also due to cancel culture. Do you think that people saw that joke as normal, considered it as normal back then? Because we need to place ourselves in that time. So now it's already tainted because we also know who Diddy is. But
Yes, we
do
know
you
who he
think that
is. Yeah.
because what that says is that there might be people like Diddy just showing us all the signs, all the red flags in plain sight, but we
ignore him.
do not see it because we don't have the context.
Yeah, I think and we can close off this section as well with this part. I think what we see now is that first of all, we have a better context. We know that certain people in high places do weird stuff more. It's more in the open. Back in the days, it was more like, let's call it a closed society. Only the people who are there know. And right now, with the exposure of, let's say, the Island Boy and also Diddy and a bunch of other people like um, from the Steam Corporation, the brothers, one is locked up. Um, people are more aware of this, so that's point one. Do I think that people? I think people thought, maybe some people thought it was maybe a bit suspect, certain people, but I
Mhm.
think majority of the people were seeing it more as a joke.
So innocent. So yeah.
Innocent, yeah. But yeah, in hindsight is also always 2020, they say. So yeah, to be honest, I think the I think the insiders know that what he was saying might have been something to be worried about. People who have been into in the industry, I think as well. The celebrity culture is I would say a dying culture. So celebrity worshiping, let's put it that way. There, it's still there, but it seems to be going down. If you look at how, for example, during the last election, you had all these well-known people supporting Kamala. Back in the days, in the early 2000s, this would have moved the culture. Like when people were supporting Barack, the amount of well-known people, celebrities that were supporting Barack was so overwhelming. Um, that might have pushed the needle towards him. But these days, hey man, nobody cares about. Definitely because we know what type of people they could be behind the scenes. So I think that their behavior also is being used against them. Like people say, okay, it's great that you're a great actor, but I don't know what you're doing after the act. Once they say cut, you might be out here uh, um having buckful parties. I don't know. You're out here hanging out with Diddy. I don't know what you're doing. Your best friends, let's call it the female. There is a well-known female, billionaire female, who was hanging out with the biggest producers all this time. I think people are starting to really lose. They're starting to lose their reputation, in a sense where people are saying, okay, celebrities are celebrities, but hey, they have nothing to say about morals and anything because these people are wackos. So I think that has to do with it. I think I answered your question, right? What do
Right.
you think?
I think that, as I always say, people are emotional beings. That reason, but we like to think, we convince ourselves that we're rational beings with feelings. But if that was the case, then we wouldn't make all the stupid decisions we make, right? So if you
Who is
know
we?
that French, so
Okay.
if you know that eating sugar is bad for you, why do we do it? It's here, right?
Addiction.
No, it's here. It's not because we rationally know that it's not good, but there's something that pulls. It's always emotional. Oftentimes it's tied to stress. Oftentimes it's tied to like feeling comfort, the need to get immediate gratification or instant gratification. So I do think that it's the same thing. We're emotional beings that can think. Now, it's easy to live in your emotions. But if you want to excel in life, you need to surpass your emotions, or at least control your emotions. Or better yet, because I don't know if you control your emotions, but have your emotions under control. That means that you can feel like sad or you can feel lazy, but you know that you need to go do something and you just go and do, right? But I say all that to say that oftentimes we like someone or we like what they stand for, or at least we have like a certain feeling towards them. So, for example, you like Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is a good dude. You sympathize with Shannon Sharp. So what that means that when that video dropped of him with his Michelle, the people who support said, "Okay, it was a mistake. He didn't do it." Skeptical people or people who do not necessarily see Shannon as, like as inspirational, it's easier for them to say, no, he did it on purpose. But actually, and I think it's the same with Diddy. So the same with Diddy, the same as all these artists. We give people that we like the benefit of the doubt, and people that we don't like or that we do not resonate with, we tend to be more skeptical towards.
So
And
that
during
means
that time, a majority of people didn't know about this part of Diddy, so a lot of people gave him the benefit of the doubt and just said chucked it up to it being a joke.
Oh, it's not a joke no more. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think of this situation. Do you agree with RJ? Do you think that it has to do with people giving some people more leeway because they're well known or they like them or not? Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think all these videos are creepy? I do think some of them are, in hindsight, a bit wild, to say the least. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. And the best video will be, the best comment, by the way, not the best video. The best comment will be featured in one of our future videos. So make sure you share your hottest take, RJ.
Yes, we will share the hottest take in the future thought of the week segment. So if you have a hot take, do not hesitate to let us know. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. Here on the Double Thought Show, we try to extract common lessons from uncommonplace situations. So if you have a hot take, let us know, share it with us as well. Let us know if there are topics that you want us to cover as well. We are still a small channel. We're growing very fast in our minds, but we are a small channel right now, so we're still able to um, read all the comments. So if you have a hot take, let us know. KR.
Yeah, you have to be a legend in your own mind. So, guys, at least you have to believe in yourself, like Diddy said. Let's close today's show with our segment on the internet, where we look back at the weirdest, remarkable videos we've seen on the internet. And we basically give a short response on them. Let's start today with the following should there be a baby license? Do you think that people should have a license to have baby?
I think so, actually. Now that I'm thinking of it, yeah.
Because some people are crazy, right? Some people make no sense. Like, for example, I'm going to show you this one. Fair use.
I was doing what I thought was best for me and my family. It's really a life-threatening thing. So I gave my 4-month-old coffee because I was trying to get them to stay awake throughout the day and sleep at night so I could get some sleep, right? I put a latte in their bottle. It was about 4 ounces. And the rest of that day, they had the runs. Like, I'm talking blowout after blowout.
Cass's horrible mistake could have had dire implications on her family.
That ended up causing them to get dehydrated, so I had to take them to the ER. And I told the ER, I tried giving them coffee to get them to stay awake throughout the day. And they're like, do not do that. They were honestly mom shaming me. They're like, do not do that. Your baby's digestive tract isn't fully developed yet at 4 months, so it could cause them long-term problems, like give them IBS in the future. Can you guys stop mom shaming me? The reason I posted that I gave my 4-month-old coffee was because I wanted to raise awareness that babies cannot have caffeine, because I wasn't aware of that. Thankfully, my baby made it. It's not like I purposely tried to make my baby sick. I gave my baby coffee because I wanted them to stay awake throughout the day and sleep at night so I could get some sleep. I didn't realize babies weren't supposed to have coffee. Not a bad mom. I was doing what I thought was best for me and my family. It's really a life-threatening thing. So
I don't know. Some people have the IQ of. I think you said it in the past. One of the previous shows we did. Some people are donkeys. Some people are less than donkeys, and some people are already. The AI already passed them.
Some people are
AI already
donkeys.
passed them. Mules. Some people.
Some
Ravens already passed
some
them.
people. Let me not say that. Okay, I'll just say
Who
what I.
in there?
So I was about to
Say
say some
it.
people deserve to be mules. But the thing is that a mule cannot reproduce. So because because it's a mix of a horse and a donkey.
I know.
So
Hey man, I don't know, man. Some people are just not. I mean, the lights don't turn on at night. It's just darkness. The chandelier is missing a couple of bulbs, light bulbs. Hey man, crazy. Giving your kid coffee, thinking it would work. Hey man. Some people we might have to introduce. Let us know in the comments what you think, guys. Should there be a license, baby license, so people get, so they don't put the kid in harm's way? Let us know in the comments. Anything else you want to say, RJ?
no, let's move on to the next ratchet
Before you
story.
say some other crazy stuff. Admitting you're cooked and accepting your fate. Let's look at this one. Fair use.
Let's go, guys! We just got a Diamondback. Let's go! Oh, my leg. Well, I'm cooked. What a meme, dude! GG. I was just peeling the bark and just got bit in the leg by a Diamondback. So, in the leg. Ow. Let's get some pictures of it first. I mean, we're already screwed anyways. Cool snake. Big Diamondback. GG. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's the worst snake I've bit by in Florida. As soon as I finished recording, I got back in the car. Immediately started going into what I think was anaphylactic shock. Whole body numb and tingly head to toe. Sight on my shin felt it was going to explode, still does. Drove 30 minutes to the nearest ambulance station, taken to helipad from there, flown in a helicopter to Shams Hospital where I'm now being treated. Got my first 10 vials of antibiotic down. The swelling's still getting worse, so I need more.
It's kind of hard to tell how bad it is, but it's starting to bruise. What do you want to say to the camera?
I'm scared I'm gonna die, but hopefully not.
Hey man, he admitted he was cooked.
So he got bitten and decided to stay recording. You can lose KR.
It's a minutes. The minutes start counting at a certain point.
Yeah.
He gave up. Do you give up or do you accept your? I mean, do you fight your fate?
You have to go immediately to get help.
Started taking pictures of the time. I mean, might be going out, so at least my mom has something to remember.
Yeah,
It
but
probably
it's
would have.
stupid. It's so stupid. So they're so people are so they prioritize content creation so much. That's the only way I can formulate it.
That they put their
He
own
could
lives
have
at
lost
risk.
a leg. He could have died.
Lost a leg? What about lost your life?
That's
Crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, once you get bitten by a snake, definitely a poisonous one. The minutes start counting, man. Once the venom starts circulating in your body, it's just it starts eating up your flesh. And yeah, man. I mean, Diamondbacks are no joke. Diamondbacks are no joke. So, guys, don't put content on top. We've seen, by the way, in 2024, we've seen a number of people putting content as priority number one and their lives priority number two. Multiple times. I mean, I don't know if you remember, RJ. There was, of maybe you, even if you know the story, there was this YouTuber who was in a certain part of, I think it was the Philippines, not sure. It was Indonesia, one of the south, that those Asian countries. And he was a YouTuber. He was an American YouTuber, and he was living at a very volatile part of the island. People were saying you shouldn't be living there because it's very, very, very dangerous. Well, what happened was, at a certain point, not sure why, but they abducted him. During the abduction, they put him on a boat, and either he fought back, or the blicky went off by mistake, and well, he passed away, and they threw him overboard. Never found his body. The only reason why they know what happens because they were able to arrest the people involved. So that's the story that is being told. So people are putting, I mean, it happened a couple of times already. People, there was this kid also, another YouTuber who basically recorded survival videos of him staying in the woods. And he went to Sweden, stayed in a tent in a night out in the woods in Sweden. I think he was a Belgium YouTuber. Can't recall his name from the top of my head. But if you guys Google it, you can find the story. Belgium YouTuber passes away in Sweden woods. He got caught up in a storm. They say that they don't know what really happened, but what they say is probably his tent blew away, and so he walked back, and they found him frozen up in the Sweden woods. So it was a snowstorm. So again, content getting put up higher on a higher level than your own life, and that turns into crazy situations.
Ik heb.
Hey.
I sneezed. Apologies, but I.
I don't know what's wrong with you, dude. Bro. What the heck was that?
Do you remember the one? Do you remember the one where the dude? Do you remember the one where a dude wore a vest and wanted to prove that the vest is bulletproof? And
Yeah.
the other person shot the bulletproof vest, but
right through.
it went through. For content, because this was recorded as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's and it's getting more and more drastic. So
Yeah,
and he's still recording.
I think people wanna go viral so much, become famous, where they lose perspective on everything. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this situation, man. Putting content. Do you put content above everything else, above your life? I hope not. If you do, let us know in the comments so people know where to follow a crash out.
Yeah.
Last topic of today. How traffic lights work. We're gonna end it on a good note. I mean, a lot of things at the Double Dot Show, we look at the crash outs, but we also try to learn a couple of things. And this is one of the videos I came across this past week, and I mean, it's very informative. Fair use.
You see, this is what not to do at a red light. You see, his truck is pulled too far forward and he is missing the zone. So without that zone actually picking him up, he will not get a call on this controller, which will then give him a green light. Luckily for him, he has a vehicle behind him sitting inside of the zone, which is allowing him to get a green light and he can clear through this intersection. You see, this is what not to do at a red light. You see, his truck is pulled too far forward and he is missing the zone. So without that zone actually picking him up, he will not get a call on this controller, which will then give him a green light. Luckily for him, he has a vehicle behind him sitting inside of the zone, which is allowing him to get a green light and he can clear through this intersection.
Wow, infotainment.
That's obvious to me, but
well, sometimes people don't know. I mean, he didn't know that. He it seemed like he wanted to cross it in the red light. So off. But hey, that's why there are lines, guys. Sometimes sometimes you think out of the box, sometimes you gotta be in the box.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can take it how you want. I mean, you can interpret that in whatever way you want. Sometimes you gotta be outside the box. You gotta be inside the box.
Yeah.
It's
obvious to me. It's nothing new to me. So I don't know. Sometimes people don't get it either, right?
What is obvious to Lou might not be obvious to other people.
But sometimes people don't get it either, so they might stay there. They will see that all the lights change except theirs. They don't think of changing their positions. They just sit and wait. They see another round go by, then they get pissed instead of just adjusting the car. Sometimes you need to move back. Other times you need to move forwards because sometimes you're too. Sometimes the zones are because some places work with zones, other places work with pressure in the
pressure. Yes.
So
it depends on the country. Some countries want with pressure, indeed. Yeah. And that is true. But hey, some people also. Do you remember back in January when someone had a blicky in his pocket and not on the safety, and it went off? Some things are obvious, but for some people, it's not lighting up there. I don't know. It's
gotcha.
pure darkness.
Yeah.
It's like the dark hole in their head.
Yeah.
Black hole.
Yeah. You're right.
All thoughts are lost.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Do you stand like an idiot in front of lights and wait and wait till it turns green? Let us know in the comments. Let us know how it happens in your country. Is it pressure or is it camera based? Anyway, guys, let us know. And the best comment will be featured in one of our future videos. So share your hottest take. And remember,
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
RJ.
Yes, guys. Thank you once again for tuning in. Thank you for sticking with us until the end. So, whatever your thoughts are, let us know in the comment section below. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification icon so you stay up to date. Here on the Double Thought Show, we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from complex situations. We truly appreciate your support and engagement with us. Thank you for growing with us. Keep the comments going, and we'll see each other in the next one. Until next time.
Peace.
Peace. Mental peace.